guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome to another Wake Up Wednesday. So first and foremost, let me just address the elephant, the massive elephant in the room. Yes, I know I've got a brand new backdrop which I'm super excited to be using properly for the very first time. If you guys watched my video about a month or so ago, I basically said how I didn't want to be filming at home anymore. I was going to be filming in my office space just because I got sick and tired of the same like kind of look of my room. I've had it for about 2 years now. I got bored of it. I was like, it doesn't look nice anymore. I felt like it was very childish with the fairy lights and stuff. That's just how I felt, and I just wanted a space that will reflect the time and the space that I'm in right now. But then I realized how long it actually was. It just wasn't feasible, just because the only times I'll be able to film in that office space, because it is an office where other people use the space, the only time I'll be able to film is either on the weekends or in the evenings during the week, and that for me was just not convenient. I like filming, number one, during the day and in the morning, and number two, I just like filming when it's most convenient for me. So I just want to be able to wake up and be like, okay, today I want to film. Whereas if I had to use the office space, that wouldn't be able to happen. It would have to be very planned, very organized, very meticulous, and I was just like, do you know what, this is not how I want to film my YouTube videos. I want to be comfortable and I want to be in my own space and my own environment that I can control. So then I thought, okay, what can I do to change things around a little bit but also still make sure things are convenient for me in terms of filming? So I thought, oh my days, why not get a brand new backdrop? Sorry, I keep looking over there. Do you know what? I just love it. Like, it just looks so beautiful and just lovely and nice. And I bought about 3 different backdrops. I have this one, I've bought a marble one, and I've bought one other one as well. But all of the information in terms of the backdrop and how I film and all that stuff is all going to be in a series that I'm planning to do, which is just a YouTube 101, because I always get questions about how I film, what my setup is like, and all this other stuff as well. So do not worry, I've got a whole series coming up to show you how I set up, how I film, all my equipment, what I use, and especially how I film in a very small room. So this is still in my room. Anyone that's seen my room before knows how much of a box my room is. So yeah, just how you can utilize a small space if you don't have, you know, the luxury of a big space or a big apartment or whatever it is. Yeah, so that you can utilize the space that you have and make the most of it as well. So do not worry, that will come up in a whole new video. Secondly, I did want to address the fact that I haven't put up a Wake Up Wednesday for about 2 weeks now. So in short, 2 weeks ago, which is something that is very much connected to this video and why the title of this video is Life is Too Short, I basically found out that my uncle passed away literally on the day, on Wednesday, the day that I normally either film or edit or whatever, Wake Up Wednesday. I found out that my uncle had passed away, and this is not just some far distant, far away uncle or whatever it is. This is literally my mum's brother, and one of only 3 siblings that were based here in the UK. So there was my mum, their older brother, and her younger sibling, and so it took the family. It was very difficult basically, and so I just, yeah, I wasn't in the space or in the frame of mind to even think about filming videos. And then the following week I did film a video as well, but I didn't like it, and I was like, nah, I refuse to put it up. And since then I just haven't released content like that, because so much stuff has been happening, a lot of family stuff, then obviously me trying to stay on top of my own work and things that I'm doing, and BEBB, and just a lot of stuff has been going on. So it's been really difficult to stay on top of everything, and my life has felt like it's been really upside down, just because this is someone that's really close to heart, and it's really difficult when things like this happen. But I just wanted to tell you guys what was happening and the reason why you hadn't seen any Wake Up Wednesday. So it wasn't even because I had an excuse, it wasn't even because, oh, I just didn't bother to film, or I didn't have time, you know, or whatever it is, or other excuses that I have given in the past. It was genuinely because we had a loss in the family, and yeah, hence why I haven't posted for about 2 weeks now. So I just wanted to address that first and foremost, and that gives me the perfect segue to go into the topic for today. So today's Wake Up Wednesday, keeping it very short, very sweet, very simple. Well, not really sweet, more bittersweet, but keeping it very short and very simple, and that is life is too short. Guys, when I heard the news that my uncle passed away, please understand that this is my uncle that I saw just maybe a few weeks beforehand. He lived really close to my auntie, so whenever I'd go to my auntie's house, who we are very close, like my auntie literally is like my second mom. Like, she is my mom. She is just amazing. You would have seen oh well, you would have seen it, because I did have, oh, and the footage would have been gone. You guys would know, obviously I had my vlogging camera. I was vlogging our whole entire time when we went to Belgium together. So we went, me, my mum and her sister, and then my uncle was already there. We met up with them and we all stayed at my other uncle's house, in his big house, and we all stayed together. And it was so much fun. But you would have seen it, but then I lost that vlogging camera, which is really sad. But anyway, it happens, such is life. This is somebody that was just like, we just saw them not long ago, and it just, everything was just so normal, or at least we felt like everything was normal. At least I felt everything was normal, and this person literally just in the click of a finger was gone. Do you know what I mean? And I'm not going to go into the ins and outs of what happened, or the ins and outs of you know, what happened to lead them up, you know, to lead them to death. But ultimately, in that moment, it just made me realize once again that life, guys, is so short. Though death is something that is so difficult for us to get our heads wrapped around, we need to also understand that death is the only thing that is actually guaranteed. We know that we live. From the moment that we know that we are alive and that we're conscious of the fact that we are alive, we ultimately know that the opposite of that is death, and that every single person on this planet is not immortal, and every single one of us is gonna die. But it's like, when death comes around and death happens, it's like the most shocking, most traumatizing, most traumatic, most horrifying experience that we could ever have. But for me, it wasn't even a case of just constantly thinking about the fact that that person wasn't there anymore. My thing was, so what legacy did they leave behind? Or what legacy will I leave behind, or will you leave behind when we pass away and when we die? Like, what are we doing right here, right now, while we are alive, while we still have breath in our body, while our chest is moving up and down and our heart is beating? What is it that we're gonna do while we are on this planet? How are we gonna make use of the time that we have? How are we going to make use of the relationships that we have around us? How are we going to ensure that we make an impact on the world? These are all of the questions that were running around in my mind when we were going through the motions of finding out that someone so close to us had passed away. It was just a case of, life is so short, but what are we going to do with the time? Then it took me into another space where I started thinking, imagine how selfish I am to know that I'm still alive today while there are so many people buried 6 feet in the ground, and yet I complain about the most little and ridiculous and insignificant things. Just imagine, guys, just take it in for just a moment, how selfish and how stupid we are sometimes to think that the issues that we have in our lives, which sometimes can be big issues and horrible things that happen, but if we really take the moment to understand how big are these issues, let me put it in close proximity with the fact that other people are not here anymore. Like, other people are literally dead, as in they have no more breath in their body. They are 6 feet in the ground. They will never get an opportunity to laugh again, to love again, to speak to their family members again, to start that business that they all had dreamed of, to do all the amazing multiple things that they just wanted to do in their life, to go on those holidays, to make new friends, to cross things off of their bucket list. They will never ever have that opportunity to do that ever again. And yet I am here crying about the most stupid, insignificant things that just do not matter when you think about it in relation to death. Like, if you actually think about it, look at your own life and think about the things that worry you, that stress you, that you get so worked up on, or you get so angry about. When you actually think about it, how important are those things when you think about the fact that we are all gonna die one day and our time of death is not known? So date of birth is known. Date of birth, so mine is the 5th of November 1995 dash unknown. So it could mean that I could die tomorrow, I could die next week. God forbid, of course, I am alive, I am well, and I will see my great-grandchildren, and I will live a very long time. But the matter of the fact is, even if I do not, what am I leaving behind? What am I leaving as a legacy, as a generational thing that generation after generation after generation will be able to have a hold of, or will we be able to know, or will be able to just have? What am I leaving behind? What am I doing with the time that I have now? How am I spending my life and my time? What am I doing? Am I progressing? Am I doing better? Am I helping people on this earth? Am I using my skills to develop and to help people to grow, to pursue their dreams, to challenge themselves? What am I doing with my time here? And that's exactly what I'm asking you today. What are you doing with your time here? Because really deep it and understand. Really take the moment just to understand that your life could literally end tomorrow. You could be gone by next week. And what would you have done if you knew the day of your death? If you knew, like, let's really take the moment to really think about it. If we knew that we were gonna pass away, if I knew that my uncle was gonna pass away that day, what would I have done? And do you know what? Why I'm even so passionate, and why I'm saying this so passionately just about why are we so bothered about the minuscule, the ridiculous things, is because, can you imagine, guys? My uncle has passed away in the morning. My cousin was blazing down my phone, calling me time and time again, and I didn't even notice, and I didn't even realize. Why? Because I was getting my flipping eyelashes done, guys. I was lying somewhere getting my eyelashes done, just oblivious to everything. And in that moment, my cousin was trying to get hold of me to let me know that something that literally would shake up our whole entire family had just happened. And I was bloody getting my eyelashes done. Like, it makes me annoyed. I'm not even angry about it anymore. At first I was very angry and frustrated at myself, because I was like, I was getting my eyelashes done and something like this had happened. But it's just to kind of show, and for you to be able to kind of, even if it's just a tiny bit, just grasp this crazy thing called life. Like, while I am there getting my eyelashes done, my uncle is in hospital passing away. It's crazy. It's insane. But it leads to the question of, what are we doing with our time? Are we so caught up and concerned with all the most irrelevant and nonsensical things that don't even have relevance in our lives? Or are we here to make a difference? Are we here to make an impact on people's lives? Are we here to make a change? Are we here to stand up for something? Are we here to leave behind a legacy? Are we here to change and make to change laws and to make new reformations and to do something? Because life can't seriously be about just eyelashes and makeup and hair and shoes and girls and cars and whatever it is. Life can't just be about that. So what is life going to be about for you? Because you need to stop wasting time. You need to stop being selfish. Stop whining and crying about the most irrelevant and stupid things, and realize that the fact that you have breath in your body is enough. The fact that you are still alive is enough. So I do not care if you are 10, 20, 30, 50, 60, and you are at a point in your life where there is something that you have always wanted to do. There is a dream that you have always wanted to execute. I do not care where you are at in your life. You need to get up, get yourself together, make that business plan, do whatever it is that you need to do, but you just need to go and do it, because guess what? Life can come at you so fast, and with the blink of an eye, you could be gone. I don't care if you failed multiple times. I don't care if it hasn't gone right before. I don't care if you failed and 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 you keep thinking, why is this not going right? I don't care. Get up and do it again. Get up and go again. Whether it be round 10 or round 20, keep going, because life is way too short, guys. You literally have someone in your life today and they could be gone tomorrow, and that includes things like loving on people, caring for people, making sure you're spending time with people. Do it now while you have the time. You know, when people say give people their flowers while they can smell them, give people their flowers now, not when they are buried 6 feet underground. Do it now, guys. Do it now, because life is just way too short. As you can tell, guys, I'm super passionate like about this because this is still very raw. It's been 2 weeks now since my uncle passed away, and you know, death is just one of those things that completely shifts your mindset about so many things. But it shouldn't take for death to happen in order for us to have that shift in our minds. We should be thinking about these things and be conscious of these things all the time, you know. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it at that because I could just go on and on and on. Thank you so much for watching. Once again, I apologize for the lack of Wake Up Wednesdays. I promise you, you know, I am making every effort to stay on top of the game, to stay on top of this YouTube business, and just to make sure that I'm delivering for you guys. So I hope that you enjoy this video. I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Don't forget to like, subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys again in another Wake Up Wednesday. Stay beautiful.